Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us. And if you want to share an experience or ask a question, let's go ahead and open it up. So you can unmute yourself or type in. And if we have a little bit of time left, then we'll do a process. So let's see how you guys are doing. Go ahead and fire away.
Yeah, go ahead, Linda. Started us out.
Hey, Linda.
Hey, hi. So before I ask you my question, I want to
Mhm.
say that one of the things I'm most grateful for this year is having joined the Plant Prana and Astara communities. I'm
Oh, you're
just,
so sweet. Thank you.
oh, I'm so grateful for everything you guys do.
Mhm.
I'm so grateful for all the people that show up week after week and we do these classes together. And it's just made such a huge difference in my life. And I'm super, super grateful to everybody. So
Oh,
thank you,
thank
thank you, thank you.
Thank you. You're very sweet.
All right, on to my question. My question has to do with the mudra that we did on Saturday
Mhm.
morning.
Sure.
And we used it to, bless some juice or water or whatever, was kind of turning
Hmm.
it into holy water, you said. So over the course of the weekend and into this week, I'm like, I want to do this for everything. I want to do it all the time. I want to use it when I'm doing healings. I want to do it when
Yeah, sure.
so,
Mhm.
and I was just curious to know more about the mudra and is that appropriate to use it like when I'm doing healings for people or
Yeah, you could totally use it for healings. I mean, if you think about like if you've done any of the mystic tools, we use it in almost every tool. Like, like the mudras like this. And if I take my dorje and then hold it, I'm holding the same thing, right?
Hmm.
And so again, it's about movement. And if you think about like healing, we think about healing in the West as like, we have a symptom and we're trying to get rid of the symptom. But when we step back and we look at it from the mystical point of view, is we're doing these two things. We talk about intellect and intuition, but there's an energy of maintenance and there's an energy of spontaneity, right? And so when you're holding that mudra, you're you're pushing pause on the maintenance, which is a repetitive action, activity, whatever that might be, and you're bringing in some movement, some shift, some new energy, something that's like spontaneous. And eventually it's going to go back to the maintenance thing, but it's the back and forth that what we're shooting for. And so a lot of times when we are looking at when somebody has like maybe a psychological thing they're struggling with, or even a thing in their body that's especially like chronic things, is it's too much maintenance, which is repetition, and not enough spontaneity. And so you could introduce that kind of action um, uh, in just about any kind of situation, because you're helping the situation to evolve. And, like last night we did a thing right at the beginning of the Q&A session where, we kind of did the version of like the precursor to Lama Yoga where you go, okay, I think of a person or a situation and I feel it in my body. So there you're starting to practice watchfulness or observation, right? So whenever you're practicing watchfulness or observation, that's also starting to move more into the intuitive component. And then we did a thing where we go from the soles of the feet to the Ming Men to the back heart to the crown. And, a lot of times that's looked at as, for one, transmutation, but it also can be forgiveness. But if you look at like why even that works for forgiveness is in that process, you're starting to have a realization, because the forgiveness is usually because, we've had some injury, we've had some hurt, we have, something, and we get like kind of stuck, trauma, we always get like stuck in the moment. And so, part of the realization sometimes, even with the forgiveness part, is that you realize that it's still not happening. Like a lot of times with trauma, there's part of us that moves on, but part of it still feels like it's still happening. And so that realization like helps you to let go because it doesn't feel like it's forever. It just was a moment in time and we're letting it go. And then we did basic spleen, Mingmen, and crown. And again, that has to do with progress or processing something, movement. And you could say that's the chakra version of this. Like if you were to work the chakras, that's what that does. The mudra is doing something very similar. And so you could do it in a couple of different ways. I like the mudra just because it's quick. It's quick, it's easy, it enhances anything that you're doing. But if you look at somebody, especially like when you have a tough case and they're not getting better or they're getting better or and then they slide backwards or sometimes we'll have situations either in ourselves or in other people where we do a thing like an oil or a healing or something, and like that first time it's amazing. Second time you go back and you do kind of something similar, and not only does it not work, it sometimes even has an opposite effect, right? And so part of that is this play between pr- processing or progress and that realization. And basically what happens is the intellect sometimes can get so like overstimulated that it won't let movement happen. And so I would say, going back to what you said originally, I want to use it for everything. I would. Like I would use it for everything. Maybe not everything, but 95% of everything. Even if it's just for like a couple of minutes or something, because it's always going to generate some movement. And regardless of what you're treating or what condition it is, be it with oils, with meditation, with mantra, with energy healing, chiropractic, acupuncture, whatever it is, you're trying to shift the body out of some sort of repetition. And so, sometimes this doesn't do it all, but it gets something moving. And so I would say, yeah, like I would do it quite often.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Now, most of the sessions I do these days are with fellow practitioners.
Mhm.
So would it be useful for them while I'm doing healing to do the mudra for themselves?
Yeah, you could have them do it. They'll probably start to space out and like lose the mudra a little bit, but you still could have them start. What I would probably do is I would do that thing where you have them put their awareness on the heart and then on their brain and
Mhm.
then on both, and then do the mudra because like you're taking the movement or the processing a step further, and you're increasing the interaction between like a higher consciousness and our everyday consciousness. You're making a connection between the higher soul and the incarnated soul. And so you're bringing that essence into the form to a higher degree, and you're going past the treatment of symptoms, and you're trying to shift the state of the body so that whatever symptoms you're treating becomes easier. And so you can have them start with heart, brain, doing the mudra. And if they can hold it for a few minutes, great. If they can go a little longer, great. But at some point, you can just have them let go. I would say it depends on the person. If it's a person that, probably is not very familiar with these kinds of things, maybe only a minute or two or, a couple of minutes. But if it's like a hardcore practitioner, you would let them go 15, 20 minutes,
Yeah.
until their arm gets tired or they start to space out. And And you'll find that the healing is much, however, whatever you're doing, oils, acupuncture, energy, whatever it is, it will be much deeper and will have a longer lasting effect.
Excellent. All right, I'm going to give that a try.
Yeah.
Why the heart and the brain and not the heart and the crown?
It's more physicalized,
Ah,
much
okay.
more physicalized. And you're trying to condition the brain to like be like you're unconditioning it, like you're deprogramming it from all the crap that's happened. You know what I mean? And like the heart like softens up the brain and makes it a little bit more like flexible. Where like if you do the crown, you know, um, that's kind of like a little bit more of like what you would do in meditation. It would still have to physicalize into the brain, and a lot of times the person's chakra is not functioning that well to begin with. So it will get like little wisps of energy going into the brain, but we really want to like just saturate the brain with the energy from the heart. And so, eventually, when the brain has shifted enough, you put your awareness on the brain, it would just go to the crown anyway. But for a little while, I would say, like if you do the brain, it will have like a deeper healing effect on like the vibration of the body or the state of the body. And so I find it goes a little bit deeper, a little bit faster.
Okay.
And it has like a longer, like it, because you physicalized it into the body. So it's like it's anchored a little bit more, because so much of the time we go to like when you're doing energy healing, you go to a chakra, but if the chakra is malfunctioning, it doesn't really manifest super well into the organ. So a lot of times going directly to the physical body, you still work the chakra, but you go like say you're working on the liver and you go to the back solar plexus and you work it, it will have an impact, but you still need to go to the liver. You got to work the liver really well. And then, you work the solar plexus as well, and it will kind of deepen the effect. But sometimes, like when you're really trying to shift the body, you just got to go the body, like just go the body and just, start grinding out whatever it is.
Right, because that's also what's going to help promote that regenerative
Right,
state
right,
body,
right,
right? Okay,
right.
that makes sense. All right. Well, thank you. I hope
You're
you
so
guys have a
welcome.
wonderful holiday tomorrow.
Yeah,
And
happy Thanksgiving.
thank you.
There's a question in chat. This might be from the big trees class. You said different trees activate the heart and the crown, etc. What does cypress wood do?
It's a little bit more of the crown and the mind. Yeah, yeah. What class did we talk about the trees? I don't remember what that was.
Yeah, the big the trees, I had it yesterday. Because actually with the trees product, I actually have a link to it. Robert, will you post the trees? I could tell everyone.
I mean, I remember the blend. I just don't remember what class I talked about it.
Yeah, I actually have a little link so I remember what class it was. Thank you so much. You probably already had it and I just wait and see. It was in the free study group, the one that didn't have a topic or
Oh,
anything. Yeah.
it's probably why I don't remember it.
Yeah. Didn't have a workbook or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for that. All right.
And what did I tell them about the trees? Did I just give them a partial, or did I do the
Well,
whole talk?
what I noted just from this was, is how you led everyone through the process, for regeneration of the body, emotions and mind,
Mm.
and using the tree oils. But that's all I
Okay,
got.
so I talked about it just a little bit. Okay,
Mhm.
okay, okay. Any other questions?
You don't have to, Priya, your hand was raised for a
Hey, hey.
second.
Yeah, the trees, it was like the book study from the 24th. I did the YouTube session on it yesterday. It was so good,
Oh,
very
good.
relaxing. And very briefly, we're discussing the different eucalyptus and cedar, what they do. Like the cedar does the activation of the heart and the crown, and it mixes the energy also. So that's why I was a little bit curious what the cypress wood does, because that was the one I was practicing with.
Hmm. Yes, cypress is very good for the crown and for the mind. So be it cypress, white cypress, cypress wood, and there's another oil, cypriol. Cypriol is like in the vein of all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed the practice so much. I was wondering, I might order the trees blend
Hmm.
because
It's nice. Yeah,
yeah, I
it's
was just thinking it would smell really good, but it would be really grounding also, maybe.
yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Yeah, I think people are ready for a practice.
Okay, so let's do a little practice. So how about we do the very first thing, the big one, elevating consciousness, healing potential. So assemblage point is the blend, but aloes, cedar, cistus, frankincense, galbanum, sitka.
Sorry, I'm really getting that up, but I think you can go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So we're going to first do the four quadrants of the aura. So you're starting on the left side of your body, from the side of your face down the whole side of the body to the left ankle. Start taking nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. And then move your awareness to the front of the body. From your face, neck, chest, all the way down to the tops of your feet. And then move your awareness to the right side of the body. The whole right side. Right side of the face and neck, your shoulder, all the way down to the right outer ankle. And then the back side, the back of the head and neck, down your whole back, your hips, down the backs of your legs to your heels. And then just pause and be still. Just pause. Your awareness is on your brain. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths with your awareness on the brain. Your awareness is on the crown, the top of your head. Your awareness is on the front solar plexus, area below your ribs. Your awareness is on the back heart. Your awareness is on the sex chakra. Your awareness is on the sex chakra where the sex organs are. You're taking nice, long, slow, deep breaths. And then your low back, the backside of your navel, the Mingmen. Just be still. Just be still. We're going to do the materialization breath. So again, you're going to hold the bottle to your body, to your chest, and then chin down. You're going to inhale, hold your breath, and then heads up, exhale, down, inhale, 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 up, exhale. Just be still. Maintain your stillness and awareness. Again, bottle to your chest, chin down. Inhale, hold your breath, up, exhale, down, inhale, 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 up, exhale. Just be still. Just be still. Again, your awareness is on your brain. You're taking nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Your awareness is on your brain. Your awareness is on the spine. You're taking nice, long, slow, deep breaths with your awareness on the spine. Your awareness is on the brain and the spine, both at the same time. Your awareness is on the brain and spine, both at the same time. Your awareness is on your brain and the soles of your feet. As you inhale, energy is going up above your ankles a little bit. As you exhale, your awareness is down into the earth. And just pause and let it go. Pause and let go. And as you pause, let's do the mudra. So again, ring finger in. You're curling down the middle finger, thumb is touching the side, and then you're holding it in front of the heart. Let's maintain your stillness, maintain the mudra. Just let it all go. Let it all go. Just be still. let's go ahead and have some shares or ask some questions. We still have a little bit of time.
Yeah, go ahead, Teresa.
Hey,
Hey Greg, um, that was really soothing. I'm still having like an issue on the right temple, like energy always seems to like pull there. And
Mhm.
it came up again as we were doing
It's just on the right temple.
yeah, it's just on the right temple.
You ever get a headache or anything?
Do I ever get headaches? Yeah, I mean, I have, gotten them in the past. It just feels like there's like something
Yeah.
stuck that I can't move.
I want to say that that's probably more jaw related and temporalis, which is the side of the head, like this big muscle on the side.
Okay.
And so I would try like putting something like vetiver or marjoram's not going to be as sticky and stuff. Like petitgrain, basil, like put it on your fingers and then kind of rub it into the side. You know, the one that I like to use for that is helichrysum. Like I'll lay
Okay.
put like a few drops and then kind of rub it in and then a few more drops. It would also hit your jaw a little bit on the right, just on the right side.
Okay.
Yeah. That looks like that's what that is. Because it probably can even cause like a headache, like in this area, but like deeper, like in the, like it feels like it's in your brain.
Yeah, I haven't. Usually when I get a headache, it starts with a like stuck energy in the C1, C2.
Right.
But this is, I wouldn't say a headache, but it's like a pulling and it's a
Yeah. It's like,
like,
yeah, yeah, I hear you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Try that and see how that works.
okay, fantastic. And it's funny, I just rolled on helichrysum tonight. I have the roller ball. I put it on my
Oh,
temple.
perfect. Oh yeah,
So,
rollerball is a great way to apply it that way. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so very much. That
You're
was
so
really
welcome.
overall soothing. I love the mudra. And would
Good,
you
good.
remind me, what does the mudra activate? Is it the heart?
It's just helps to stimulate movement. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Like so in intuition, the right side of the brain, like that kind of stuff.
Fantastic. I
Yeah.
need to use that one more often. Thank you
Yeah.
very much, Greg.
So happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to you.
And go ahead, Linda.
Hey.
That was really nice. And I was, the thought arose to do the mudra while I was doing the inhalations, but somehow I never got around to it.
Yeah, you could. I mean, it might be a little too strong sometimes, but like
Okay.
that mudra is strong.
Yeah.
And so, but if you want to explore it a little bit or something, yeah, like I'd go for it.
Okay. Yeah, I will. It was just one of those things that came through and then I noticed I wasn't doing it. But at the
Right.
end, as soon as you said just be still, I did go ahead and do it. And then you said, and let's use the mudra. So it was really nice at the end.
Mhm.
Um, One question, I know you've explained this before. What is the assemblage point again?
So the assemblage point is like all the mental, like you could say like your mental data, your emotional data, and then the data from your body, like all this information, and it kind of compiles and then it creates like a point of perception. So like you kind of see the world through those eyes. And so that would be referred to as the assemblage point. And so it's like a point of perception or like mm, fixation's not the right word, but it's almost like a fixated point of view. And the
Right.
idea
It's our
is that
perspective, our perspective on the
because
world. Yeah.
what's that?
Our perspective on the world.
Right. And a lot of it has to do with conditioning. And so the idea being that if you can make that point more fluid, you're able to shift into different states, different parts of yourself, but also having the ability to perceive things that are outside your normal everyday way of thinking.
Right.
So, like having a more fluid assemblage point is kind of in the same vein, maybe not exact, but kind of in the same vein when we start talking about intuition and like, cultivating all that components. Yeah, it's in that vein.
Right. Okay. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. The oil itself is a blend of what?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Let's look it up. Um, so it's Sitka, Cistus, frankincense Oman,
Mm.
myrrh, Himalayan cedar, galbanum, and fancy aloes.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Fantastic. Okay.
that's why the price is a little more. Is it's not just the standard aloes. We use the aloes C for a lot of things. It's got fancier aloes in it.
Gotcha. Now, is that ever an oil you would take internally, assemblage point?
Um, hmm, you could. I've never tried that actually. I don't know why I've never tried that.
Would it do the same thing?
I'm not sure.
Hmm.
I might have to play with that and get back to you.
Okay. Well, your
Yeah,
long pause made me think, well,
like,
no.
kind of never dawned on me. I always have used it as an inhalation.
Yeah.
Back when I was younger, we used to use it wasn't exactly this formula, but we used to use um, a bunch of herbs that we'd put together, and then we'd burn it like a smudge almost kind of, and we'd use that for going into ceremony. And so
Yeah.
I just have it on my brain. It's like a smudge, you know what I mean? And so like I'll try taking it internally. I'll get back to you on that. I mean you can
Okay.
explore it if you'd want as well, but yeah, I'll take one for the team and do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so yeah. We could probably fit in one quick one before we have to move to
I think that might be it.
mystic practice. So is that it? Okay, everybody. Well, thanks for joining us. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed the weekend and this little practice tonight. And maybe we'll try to edit out this little piece so it's a quick little thing that you could do. Um, and if you're going to join us in the mystical tool practice, we're going to be starting in just a couple minutes. It's Bourbon night, right? And if not, happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you guys next week.